Yo, 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 what's happening, guys? METAVERSEMILLEN here. How are we all today? We're back with another video. This video is exciting. I've wanted to talk about this for a few days now, but I've been thinking about this for a while. But I've kind of kept it off video, just want to jump onto it now and that. So, yeah, basically I was thinking so many people are supporting this channel right now and really helping this channel grow, and I appreciate that so much. Honestly, the support with Granada Hills, this channel in general, the growth, the subscribers, everybody what watching this channel right now, what subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So what I thought would be a great idea is this factory's just been sitting here so long. So if you actually look here right now, we have got the factory, and then we've also got the showroom as well. So this is a medium-sized factory that we've actually got onto our property at 16830 Kingsbury Street, and then we've also got the showroom as well sitting over at 10520 Balboa Boulevard. So these are both built. The problem is that we've not got the 5 spark right now to actually start manufacturing. So if we go over here, you can see we've got 2.18. So what our plan is to actually do is, once we go over to executive, now it's spark week coming up, and they have got the 1.2 spark bonus. I did make a few videos about it, so now there's another spark week. They didn't make spark week because of the video, but now I know that there is still that 1.2, so I'm happy with that. So we're not going to go over 10 million this spark week, but we're going to try and push it either not next month because we won't be able to afford it, but the month after. So definitely looking at February time. So if we look at February time to grow that account, say for a short amount, this account will be sitting at 3 point, let's just say 3.4, because I'll get the extra 0.02 anyway. So the account will be at 3.4 once we get up to executive, and at that point we'll be able to either treasure hunt. So by the February, that's 2 months away, we'll probably be able to get zero point 0.4 spark just off treasure hunting and other places like that. So that'll get us up to a 3.8, and then we should be able to get either 0.08 if we get a 0.001 every single week, because that's what I keep getting. Other people get loads of spark from their weekly login, but I always get the 0.01. And so what I'll do is, say even at the lowest, so say even if I get 0.01 and then two of them I get 0.02, so we get an extra 0.1, that'll get us up to 3.9 spark. So that 3.9 spark, we can look at getting another spark or 1.1 from the store. So that'll get us over our 5 spark. So at that point we've invested probably about $500 into Spark. But what I am happy with is actually investing into Spark as well. I want this channel to be more about the actual players watching these videos now. I've noticed that the support's there, and everybody what watches these videos, the watch time's up as well. So why not use this channel to give back to the players what are actually growing in Granada Hills as well? As long as we're generating UPEX and the account's growing, I'll try and do everything to help small players grow and stuff as well. So a lot of players actually make Blender projects and map assets and stuff like that. So everybody what builds map assets while watching this video right now, the professionals, jump on, let me know how the back end works and everything, how we actually render them out to Upland. And then what we will start doing is, for small players what are actually in the game, I'll have that 5 spark to get this factory online. So we will decide what this factory starts building. We will go through the process, seeing if we can only manufacture map assets or cars or whatever this factory is going to be built for, and then we'll all decide what it's going to be built for, either map assets or whatever it is. I will look into more research and stuff going forward, but basically the idea I just want to put out there right now. And then we've got the showroom as well. So what we will do is, for anybody what's a resident in Granada Hills, we will give full access to the factory. So this factory will be able to manufacture. So once we get the 5 spark, we get this online. So basically any resident of Granada Hills what's got a good map asset what can be registered in the factory to be built, we will build that map asset for you guys in the factory free of charge. So what we will do is go over here, and I'll show you quickly right now. So residents of Granada Hills will have full access to the factory to manufacture goods, and the showroom to sell those goods items. Also weekly promotions on this YouTube channel. So when we're building, we will be filming obviously the content around the actual manufacturing process anyway. No spark needed. I will stake the 5 spark and more in the future to speed up manufacturing. This might not work, I just really want to see if it will work. So this is really, or we will do something very similar. We're just trying to innovate and think of new ideas how to push Granada Hills. And if you've got really good drawings, like map assets, but you've not got over $2,000 worth of Spark. You know, this is a way that you can get your map assets out there without actually having to pay full prices or find out the prices and stuff as well. So what I was thinking as well is players decide if they want to sell the item, and we will split the sale price. If I sell the item, that means like, so we'll set the meta venture up. We've got like the income coming in. So if we're going to put in $500 every single month, that doesn't have to be on secondary hand market properties. That could be like saving money for Spark, and that could be money for like putting like different showrooms in place, or like for contracts for different structures in Upland and stuff like that. So we're not going to be using like the Spark exchange, because obviously the prices, and yeah, we're just not going to be losing that kind of money at 15% on top of like your 5% you lose on anyway. So it's just like, we would rather use our Spark, and we're more efficient. We can get like cheaper prices for you guys wanting to build in Granada Hills and stuff as well, you know. So if you wanted to, like, I think you could only get like 15 uppex for a Spark hour, or like less. I think it's like well down now, like, you know. We'd obviously like try and double that price definitely, and like try and get people involved with the nodes. Yeah, like maybe that's a way like going forward as well. The more Spark we acquire, the more we'll put onto the actual nodes, and the players what are actually building in the node as well. So yeah, another way players decide to sell their item in their own store or get 50% rate off wholesale. So if you basically, you decide, so if you want to actually sell the item yourself, you can do. So you'll just basically be able to like purchase the item for like 50% off what the item was going to sell for. And then also, if you want us to sell the item, we will like build the facilities to actually like sell those items for you guys as well, whether it's a MetaVenture store, whether it's like a different kind of store, like whether it's like another factory. You know, are we going to build buying land and then getting another small factory? The people what actually have factories right now will actually understand the process. Is it better like we get 3 small factories and then we could like run that a little bit differently? Do we invest into Spark? Because like, I'm more than happy to go a certain way. So I want the community to let me know down in the comments, like start making this fun. The community can start like painting the picture for this node as well. I obviously will keep it so it doesn't crash in the economy and everything. You know, I'm going to protect the 5-6 grand I've already invested into the game of Upland, but I really want the players to be able to like be involved with this as well. And I thought it'd be a good way to give back, because not everybody's got like 5 Spark, like not being able to get 5 Spark as well, because I've had to push this account to 10 million to even to get that 1 Spark, and then I've already purchased like $600-700 worth of Spark, and then I've treasure hunted for like 0.3. So it is a long process to get that Spark. So I was thinking like, why can't we facilitate the factories and like the land and the showrooms for players to actually use those facilities, kind of like you're gonna go like business cards you send away, you design your business card like Vistaprint and other places. It's not sponsored, but like just thinking of an idea. Your card, you do the graphics, you do like kind of what kind of material you want that onto, and then you send it away, and then the professional machine will actually make those cards, package those cards, transport those cards wherever you want those cards to get delivered to. So that's the way we were thinking as well. So like with the account growing now and the UPEX growing, we've got more money to invest. So I don't want to just like you guys watching me make money on Upland. Like, I do want to obviously grow the account, it's an investment, but at the same time we could like grow the account by doing stuff what the community and the like everyone else wants to see as well. But I thought this would be like a really kind of like a really good idea. Like, I know Radish Head is doing stuff with the factory where you can take like a split revenue and stuff, and like that's amazing. Like, you know, I love watching Radish Head's videos and stuff, but I'm not like that technical. I wouldn't be able to do like a percentage split, and like to me that's like I wouldn't understand that. I'm not as smart as him, but I will try and like run it this way, which I think is a very like kind of open fun way to actually like see it, so players can actually see it and I can understand it as well. So basically your asset, you know how to build the asset in Blender, you've got good graphic skills, you know how to actually like make your assets you want to promote, and then we just give you the tools like the factory, all the Spark and everything as well. We will send that asset away to get approved. That'll start manufacturing, whether you want like 100, 200, 300 mints, whatever the number is. That factory will go. We'll talk to more players to see what the best price for that kind of idea is. But we will like so everyone can get like a chance at using the factory, not just like one player. But we will try and like keep building more factories and more infrastructure. Like if it becomes successful and it's a good idea. But then like we will also cover transport in the future as well. So say you need your assets to be moved from A to B, like METAVERSEMILLEN as the brand will cover like all the transport costs as well. So if you want your items delivered, it just depends on like how Upland works with like when I swap the items, or like if you want us to sell them. But if you want us to sell them on our own store, we will like send them to this store like free of charge. All the transport, the spark needed to actually like move those items about. So in the future, if you're building items and it's not as easy to move around the map, we should have like about 2-3 trucks by that point going around like LA, and then we should also like build more showrooms as well. I want to try and make these videos more like kind of engaging for the players. Like I know we're talking a lot about the account, but players don't want to jump on every single day and just talk about like we've made 10,000 UPEX. You know, it's kind of like we want some like more fresh content. So I thought this would be amazing to bring to the channel. And when we can like, it gives us like, it makes it more fun for myself as well to being able to like push as well. And then there's still like 2,000, over 2,000 bits of land in LA and Granada Hills. So like even this bit of land here, like, you know, do we offer, do we sell, offer him some money for this bit of land here, and then like we build a large factory, you know? It's just so many ideas. Or do we like build a small factory here? And then there's like so many different ways with the cafe and stuff as well. But we've got like the UPEX coming in with $6,000 every single year. Every single month we should be able to invest around $500, give or take. Depends on like obviously financial side of stuff, but that's my plan. I want to try and invest more. I believe in Upland so much that I want to see like this account grow, and like in the next 5-6 years this is like a full business kind of idea as well. And then I want the players to be able to actually manufacture their goods as well. I think a 50-50 split is like a really fair deal, because obviously there's no like any extra cost for the player. All the player has to do is like build their item they want to like get approved, and they know that's going to get approved. And then we'll obviously have like the specifications once we talk to like graphic designers and people who already have like items approved in Upland. So we'll work all that out. We will put it on the Granada Hills Discord as well, so you can actually like jump onto that, and then we'll start talking more about the ideas and trying to make the idea. This is not exactly going to be what the final idea is, but this is kind of the plan to like get an idea what's really good for the players to actually jump on. Because if you're really good at like Blender and designing and stuff as well, and then you want to send something to the factory, or maybe two of you want to work together as a business, and you want to send something, and then we approve it in the factory, Upland approves it, then we can start manufacturing it. It'll go into this lot here. It's quite a big lot as well, so a lot of items can get manufactured, and then we can also like cover the transport. In the future, Upland's going to like move over to like moving cars from A to B for using Spark, so you will need a certain amount of spark to move from a certain place to a certain place, and then obviously a wear and tear on the vehicles and stuff as well. So in the future we will cover all like the headaches, so all you'll have to do is basically do the graphic, and then like we can sell that for you as well. And with this channel growing like 10-15 subscribers now every single week, we can actually start to like reach new audiences as well, so your products can be put in front of like hopefully by summertime over like 1200-1300 subscribers on this channel. So that's a plan going forward. And I just thought that'd be like a really good idea, like the amount of people who are actually like supporting this node now as well. Like I thought it would be such a good way to give back. And then like instead of doing like big competition giveaways, like we can actually set up infrastructure what's going to be there for life. You know, like this bit of land here, you know, maybe a smaller showroom, and you could have like map assets. Then a bigger one you could have like over here, you could have all the cars, so you could have like the showroom or something, and then you could have like loads of cars on the lot. So there's just loads of different ideas. We could save some money up, so we've got more money for the end of the month, so we get two pays together kind of thing, and then build like a bigger bit of land, or like get some really good deals. And I'll show the players where all the good deals are in Upland as well, so like where we can get really good assets. There is like a property right now for $80, which is like a 40% markup, which is like an amazing bit of land. So we obviously are buying land like cheaper. This bit of land I bought for $169, like for like the mint price, so that was like I had to buy UPEX out of the store, but I wanted this location, Casa Grande, before I started filming Granada Hills. So we did get that bit of land in the showroom boxed off like months and months ago, but we do plan to actually get more bigger land as well. So these big deals and these discounts, like these bits of land here and stuff, like I'm definitely up for like talking to other players and like maybe trading a property and like a bit of cash, you know, like a dollar sale. Definitely like open to all these ideas. And then like, do we buy 2 Spark? Do we buy like one Spark? I know they're like reserving Spark now, so it'll be harder to get, but do we go all in on Spark in the store? Do we wait till Sparklet comes out and then try and buy like 5 Spark for like, you know what I mean? Try and get it for like a little bit cheaper as a wholesale price off another player. Just loads of different ideas. Let me know in the comments down below. We will start the Discord in Granada Hills so we can actually talk about the factory. Like, this is kind of the idea I want to put out there. If any players have like some good ideas how this would work and that, let me know. But that's kind of the idea. I want to facilitate like kind of the factory and like kind of the mechanics and all the hard work behind it, so the players can just jump on and then get their items approved in Upland. So yeah, that'll be really cool. So any graphic designers what like work on Blender and other stuff, what have like assets that you want to push through the factory, the more Spark we get, the more treasure hunting we get, the faster we can get those assets out as well. So, and then yeah, 50-50 split. We do all the work in the background, and then you just basically like upload your graphic, and then that's it. Basically, you just wait for the sale, and then if you want to sell it yourself as well, we'll obviously trade all those items, or like we will work out how that will work as well, but then we will cover, so it works 50%. So say you have to pay the 5%, we will just cover that as well and pay the 55%, so you only pay the 45, you know, so you get the full 50% afterwards, that kind of idea. So we'll always make it so you get like 50%, whether it's with the wholesale price or whether it's with the sale price, but then we'll cover the Spark, the transport, the factories, the manufacturing, the Spark for the manufacturing of the factories, like all the cost into that as well. So yeah, I think that's a really good idea to actually like support Granada Hills, and thank you so much because you've supported me and like the channel. So I think this is a good way, and this is just the beginning. Like, we will start doing other services as well in Granada Hills. Like, we want to own cars, so imagine once there's transport, we could like offer a lower rate for transport around like Granada Hills and around LA and other stuff as well. So if you're a resident, you can get like the kind of the rental cars like a lot cheaper and other stuff. Like, the way the Upland's going, we're going to try and like innovate around where they're actually going with the game and stuff, try and make it more fun on kind of like the map side of stuff. Like, this is where I want to see. So imagine if you have to get from like the factory to the showroom, then we'll have like kind of the truck what goes around, but then also you could actually like get some transport from A to B, whether it's like a minivan or like a taxi or that kind of idea as well. So all these ideas are like coming to Upland. Like, there's loads of talk about these ideas, just really trying to build the infrastructure so when they actually come out, they'll grow and just be fun in general. I believe like no matter what, this is like good fun. This isn't like something that I'm like constantly like worried about at all. Like, I'm so happy like putting that money in and investing into this game. So it's not financial advice, but yeah, I want to grow it and keep growing it as well. So we will keep investing. So let me know down in the comments down below, and I'll also start that on the Discord as well. So yeah, any way that we can actually like manufacture goods and like move it to the showroom, so players can actually get those assets manufactured for them, and then we split it 50-50, everybody wins. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you think that's a good idea, how that would work and stuff as well. So yeah, we'll look more into that as well, and then like let me know what we should start spending the money on, and then we will obviously keep the account growing. So like the strategies I know that work, but I want the players to kind of like help move the account like the way they want it to go, like with new features. But I'll keep the strategies like the way that we're actually like playing the game and investing, because it is a lot of money. Like, I'm going to keep it growing, and like where we are as an account and a brand right now is like I'm really happy with it. So I'm not going to like risk losing that or anything like that, don't worry. But we will be like letting players, like, we should have a meta venture what does just map assets, so then like we can all like link in together with a Discord node and build that map asset, and then like, you know, that kind of idea. Let me know like your ideas behind the shops and the stores, and you know, do we get a massive factory and look at like car manufacturing? Do we invest like 5-10 Spark over the next like 6 months? So I know that over the next 6 months I need to save so much from the secondary market and other stuff, so we can actually start to make a plan, and then we can start to make like a white paper to like the plan. So I know I'm very like impulsive and live with these videos, but like maybe we can actually start to make a plan. So you could like, there's factories there, so that's an asset you can use, and over there's like a different kind of like meta venture you have access to as well. So it's not just like METAVERSEMILLEN's not just for myself, it's like the community can use it. It's like more like a utility for everybody. So I think that's a good idea, and the more Spark we have, like the more we can grow. Once we get all our buildings started manufacturing as well, we can start like, the more Spark we have, the more we have like left over, we can just start chucking it on other players' properties as well, what are actually like building and other stuff. So just yeah, like it's just loads of ideas, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about that idea about the factory and stuff, and then just other ways we can actually like start to work on the infrastructure of Granada Hills and grow that way. So yeah, thank you so much for the support, guys. Just wanted to jump on quickly and talk about that. Click that subscribe button if you're not already. Really do appreciate that. Trying to hit 1,000 subscribers right now, and then once we start getting monetized, we will put that money back into Upland to grow this site kind of idea even further. So yeah, exciting times ahead, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the content. See you tomorrow for another video. Peace.